Aloha everyone, I'm Grace McLeod and I'm here today on beautiful Maui to share with you some of my joy and passion for the work that I do. I don't even know that I could call it work because I just love it so much. It's, I guess what I would say about myself is that I'm a coach and a facilitator and a teacher of core practices for how to live and lead from consciousness. And I actually call my work graceful living, because what I've discovered is, in order to be conscious, there are certain specific practices that are helpful for me to know how to do, and when I use those, I actually tap in to what we know is grace, that mysterious force that's the wind beneath our wings and the wind in our sails that takes us places in our lives that our own will and our own ego really can't take us. So, I've asked my wonderful friend and colleague Patricia Varley to interview me because I love to be in the process of sharing. And I'm going to let her take over here and ask some questions.
Thank you, Grace. Many of us are faced with so many choices and so much information in our lives that it can often become overwhelming. And I know, having had so much success in working with you, particularly in the area of decision making, I'd love you to share with us is how can we best make great decisions that are conscious and in alignment with our values and who we are, that we can also trust?
Great one, because this is happening all day long. Well, I would say the most basic thing about the way that I work with people is that I shift. I help you shift from focusing on the outside as the first step to being able to bring yourself to the inside. So it's an inside-out practice. It's also a state shifting practice from the state of, oh no, I got to make the decision. If I choose this, I lose something. If I choose that, I lose something. Oh no, right, wrong, good, bad, mental worry, fuss, control, figuring. It's exhausting. So the shift that I'm inviting you to learn how, and I both will facilitate you, and what I really love is teaching you how to do it for yourself. And it's not so complicated, really. It just takes practice to learn, to take a deep breath and bring yourself inside. Right down and in is what I call even 3 deep breaths, down and in. And what we discover is, once we get through all the turbulence of the mind, is that we have a well of knowing inside of us, the place where our core values are, what we deeply, profoundly believe in. They're aligned with our essential nature. And once you're down there, and I ask you, okay, what really matters to you? Let's say it's a decision about money. What does money mean to you? What does it represent? What does it provide? What does it open for you? And it's like, no, I have to make this decision about this, and I've only got 3 hours. And it's like, okay, I know, it seems like there's not very much time. You've got enough time to get connected to your core and ask yourself, what does money mean to me? What does it provide? And as you do that, when you start speaking your truth, something inside turns on. It will create a flush of energy, your heart will open, your whole being expands. And that's your feedback loop that tells you, oh, okay, I'm telling myself my own truth. That in and of itself creates deep relaxation. As we keep going, I call it a treasure hunt. It's like, okay, now you know what money means to you, and what does that mean to you? So if you say freedom, for instance, well, money provides freedom for me to get to do some things. Like what? And again, we're going to go to the things that really deeply matter to you. So that's the bottom line. Whatever the decision and the choice is, first we want to get to what's the essential reason I'm on this planet, what makes me sing, what makes me tick. And once I'm there and I'm aligned with my core truth, then I bring in the opportunity. Do I choose this or do I choose that? And we lay it inside that knowing place. And you can instantly feel it. It's an actual experiential happening that as you put it in there, you'll expand and go, yes, this fits, it's a match. And everything opens and you get warm inside and excited, or you lay it in there and it's like, ooh, that doesn't feel good. Ooh, I just stopped breathing. Oh, my heart's all tight. And you find out for yourself whether the choice A is right for you or not. And then we bring back that knowing and go through the steps of actually living out, making the choice. So that's it in a nutshell.
Well, thank you, Grace. And as your namesake, I mean, you really help people, myself included, make decisions, conscious decisions, with ease, grace, and flow, and to really tap in. And it's a practice, and it's actually relatively simple, and happens relatively quickly once you know how to do the practice. So
It's
thank
true.
you.
And you know what I would add, Patricia? A lot of what that is it's softening down through the fear. Because mostly when we feel like we're making decisions, we're coming from a place of lack. Something's going to get lost if we choose this or we choose that, or that it could be right or wrong. And so a lot of what that ease and grace is helping you go down through the fear place. And when you get that connected to your truth, it makes you strong, it makes you confident, it makes you powerful. And then what you choose from that place, in one way it sort of doesn't matter because you're already so confident and secure that even if it wasn't the perfect choice, it won't affect you. But more often than not, you attract in what's really right for you, and then life really is a flow. It's like, wow, that was the exact right thing. And then that leads me to the next one.
Well, thank you, Grace, of Graceful Living, for your really important and invaluable work in helping people transform and make great, conscious, clear decisions.
Thank you for being here today, Patricia, and thank you to all of you. Give me a call.